Hey there, I am Fox 10 meteorologist Jennifer Lambers here with your fox10tv.com weather update. As you can see, another dry and hot day across the Gulf Coast. These are today's highs, the average being about 84. Still early in the afternoon, anything can change, but Mobile seeing a high of 92, Brooklyn at 91, out in Evergreen seeing a high of 98, Crestview at 98, and then Pensacola seeing that high temperature of 94. This is actually on tide for the record-breaking temperature, so it's tying it right now. Could go ahead and change once we see that update come out later this afternoon. As for right now, that is a record-tying temperature. Now with these temperatures, we're also seeing those higher dew points also. These are the heat indices, so like the feel-like temperatures out there. So Mobile feeling like 99, downtown feeling like 103, out in Pensacola feeling like 102, out in Evergreen feeling like 101, and out in Destin feeling like 99. So hot all around, and not only are we seeing that, but we're also seeing those dry conditions also. This is caused by a high-pressure system that we have situated over the southeast United States. You kind of see those cooler fall temperatures up in the Midwest and on the East Coast. Not feeling any of that yet, and not going to feel any of that heading into the weekend either, because this high pressure system is staying put, keeping us hot, keeping us dry, and keeping all that moisture out away from us also. Now with that, we're also seeing those drought conditions too. You can see that we still have those abnormal drought conditions kind of picked up more in the Mobile area, but down in Pensacola, that one changed. This was released yesterday. It was updated every Thursday morning, and so we're seeing those moderate drought conditions out in Pensacola, and also that's reflective of this rainfall amounts we've seen. 1.57 inches in Mobile, and that was only for one day in the month of September. That was with those flooding conditions that we saw last week. Pensacola only seeing trace amounts, so almost done with September and no rainfall yet, and I don't think we're going to see any for the whole month of September. Still staying dry. But let's go ahead and take a look at the tropics. Right now we have tropical depression, sorry, that's supposed to be tropical depression Karen, just kind of broken down at that point. Then we have Hurricane Lorenzo out on the side too. If we just go ahead and zoom into Karen, you can kind of see that that's breaking down, losing a lot of that structure that we thought that Karen could continue to pull, but it's breaking down more of that wind shear that's getting involved with it. But check out Hurricane Lorenzo. That is a Category 4 hurricane. 140 miles per hour winds. Not like Karen, that is staying strong out in the middle of the Atlantic and going to keep like that all up until the next coming days, when it's going to go ahead and drop down to a Category 3. So here's the track right now that we have for Lorenzo, staying at 3, then dropping down to a 3, and then going to continue to push on north into the center of the Atlantic while it gets down to a Category 1 hurricane. So not really affecting us at all, and just going to kind of stay strong out there and then break down the further north it goes. Karen, on the other hand, has that low depression center, and it's going to kind of stay out there near Bermuda, just staying that low pressure system, and it's going to go ahead and just dissipate out into the middle of the Atlantic. Let's go ahead and take it on back to the Gulf Coast for this evening though. For your evening planner, we're going to stay in the 80s once that sun drops, and then overnight we're going to drop down into the 70s with those clouds clearing out and mostly clear skies. Let's go ahead and check out those heat indices for the next 24 hours though. You can see that right now we're feeling like we're in the mid 90s, and overnight only dropping down to feel like we're in the 80s. So although we're going to be in the 70s, not going to be feeling like it's still going to be nice and hot all around. And then tomorrow evening, those heat indices in the afternoon going up into the upper 80s. So not seeing those hundreds for tomorrow's heat indices, but still staying very, very hot. If you're heading to any of the college football games for this weekend, we have your forecast for that. Ole Miss at Alabama out in Tuscaloosa, 2:30 kickoff. So that's going to be about 95 degrees at kickoff, going to be very, very hot. If you're heading into the game, make sure you stay hydrated, drink a lot of water, find some shade, and also apply that sunscreen, because that's going to be top of the day for that sun sign to go ahead and affect you also. So you don't want to get burned out there. If you're heading to South Alabama at Louisiana Monroe, at kickoff time, it's still going to be about 90 degrees, so still staying very hot all up until that sunset. So make sure you also stay hydrated if you're going to be tailgating out during the day also. If you're heading to Mississippi State at Auburn, that is in Auburn, and temperatures at kickoff is going to be in the upper 80s. Hot all day tomorrow, wherever you go, either if you're in Louisiana, Mississippi, or Alabama. Make sure you stay hydrated and be cautious of those hot and dry conditions. Now this is also an interesting fact that we have. Today was the 111th day of days above 90 degrees. The record last year was 115, so if we keep this up, we're going to go ahead and break another record where we haven't seen enough already. So 111th day this year of over 90-degree temperatures. Let's go ahead and check out your 7 days. So heading into this weekend, we have temperatures in the mid 90s, still staying hot, still staying dry, nothing really changing. As you see that we don't really have any of those rain chances for us. Starting off your work week, still staying in the mid 90s, dropping off into the middle of the week of the lower 90s. So not quite as cool as we would like. Seeing a couple of degrees difference, but still staying hot and dry for the next 7 days heading into next weekend. Stay cool out there, because these are really some hot temperatures that you want to be careful for. Catch Jason this evening at 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. and then later tonight at 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. for all your other updates. Thanks so much. Have a good evening.